Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. I'm Gio and I'm with Adamo today to discuss about Milan's next stadium plans. First of all, Adamo, there's been a few pictures leaked on the internet in these past few days where suggesting what Milan's new stadium will look like. Looks very futuristic to me, looks nice. Many people, however, don't have the same opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, I guess. Personally, I like it. What do you think about this proposed new Milan stadium that's been leaked online?
Well, I can see why people don't like it because it does look a bit too futuristic, but I see it as a positive because that means the stadium will be modern for time to come. So, it does look a bit, a bit too futuristic, like I said, but still, I like that. I like the way it looks, the curves is very interesting, and I think it's a very modern look, and I like it.
Now, the next point I want to get across is something very interesting. Of course, every stadium has a specific capacity, and apparently the number that's supposed to be for AC Milan's new stadium is supposed to be 42,000 seats. Now, many people have given criticism to this, of course, being it way too small of a number, of course, compared to the San Siro, which is around 82,000 seats. Right now, the new Milan stadium is supposed to be in the proximity of Juventus stadium seating arrangement. So what do you think, Adamo, about this number of seats? Is it just too low for a team like Milan, or is it a good fair amount?
Well, that Juve have almost the same capacity that we would. That really shows that it's a pretty decent capacity to have, considering Juve have been a much better team than us for a couple years now, and they have very passionate fans as well, and they fill the stadium pretty well too. So I think it'll be good, as in we will be able to fill stadium almost every game if we're on decent form, not completely shitting the bed, which we usually do. But if we're on okay form as usual, typical Milan, I think the stadium could be filled pretty easily. But the only issue is what Milan's plans are in the future. Whether they want to, when do they want to make Champions League? How far do they want to go in certain years? It's all up to Milan really, because if we do end up making Champions League some year, and then we get more fans and more people want to come because they're more motivated to go to different games, that means you have to add more parts to the stadium. So it's really all up to what Milan planned, but for now I think this is the perfect size.
Of course, a home stadium for any given team definitely plays a major role in that team's performance. We saw it with Juventus, and I know they have good players, but honestly, you could see the role that the stadium plays in a given performance. Just the fans being close to the field and everything, something that the San Siro is currently lacking. And with the new stadium coming in, that is something that we will see. The fans being closer to the field, better atmosphere altogether, and of course, greater performance, hopefully, for Milan. Now, let's go on to the next topic. Of course, this Milan stadium, the new stadium, is supposed to be located in the proximity of the Casa Milan. Of course, if you guys don't know what the Casa Milan is, it's pretty much a place that Milan built where they have a Milan store, a Milan kitchen, upon other things, also the head offices. So to have this next to the stadium, of course, is great. Also, they are planning to build something underneath the stadium where they will have reserves for commercial businesses and so forth. So definitely this will help the fan experience altogether. It's just great for the fans. What do you think, Adamo, about all this pretty much being put all together to give any AC Milan fan that experience?
Well, as you said, it's almost a perfect fan experience because they can do almost anything that's in the same proximity. And, a lot of fans of other teams will say, oh, typical Milan, always being fancy, trying to be ahead of the game, showing off. But I still see this as a very big positive. As a business standpoint, it's good for Milan. And for the fans to enjoy it, it's also good for them as well because they can do everything all at once. So I see it as a big positive for Milan and a very good idea.
Well said, well said. Well, guys, so far that's all the details we have for the next Milan stadium. Of course, if any more information is revealed to us, we will, of course, make a video regarding it. Don't forget to subscribe to Rossoneri TV for match previews, reviews, fan reactions, discussions, breaking news, and much more. This has been Gio and Adamo signing off, Rossoneri TV, and as usual, Forza Milan!